The Golden State Warriors are running out of time, and now a new name has entered the trade conversation, one that tells us exactly how desperate this situation might be becoming. That name is Bobby Portis. Yes, yes, Bobby Portis. And the real question isn't, can the Warriors get him? It's what does this rumor say about the Warriors' future? Because this isn't just another trade rumor. This might be a warning sign. For weeks, Warriors fans have heard the same names: Michael Porter Jr., Trey Murphy III, Herb Jones, Nick Claxton, players that actually make sense. But according to NBA insider Brett Siegel, Golden State, along with several other teams, is now monitoring Bucks forward Bobby Portis, and that should immediately raise eyebrows. Now don't get it twisted. Bobby Portis is having a solid season. He's averaging 13 points and 6.5 rebounds in limited minutes, and he's shooting a career-best 47% from three. That number's real. That shooting is real. But here's what matters more: fit, context, and cost. Portis is 30 years old. He's locked into a 3-year, $43 million contract, and he's not the type of player you build a defensive identity around, which is a massive problem, because defense is exactly where the Warriors are bleeding right now. So why is Golden State even interested? Because the market is collapsing. According to reports, any Portis to Warriors deal would likely require a 3-team trade. One hypothetical looks like this: the Bucks receive Zach LaVine and Trace Jackson Davis. The Kings get Jonathan Kuminga and Kyle Kuzma, and the Warriors end up with Bobby Portis and Kevin Porter Jr. On paper, that sounds active. In reality, it's terrifying. Yes, Kevin Porter Jr. gives the Warriors bench scoring, something they desperately lack. He's averaging nearly 19 points per game, and Golden State needs offense when Curry sits. But let's be honest, if Bobby Portis is the centerpiece of a Kuminga trade, that's a problem, a big one. Jonathan Kuminga is 21 years old, explosive, athletic, still improving. Bobby Portis? He's not a stopper, he's not a playmaker, and he's not a rim protector. He's a tweener, too slow to guard elite wings, too small to protect the paint. And that's the worst possible archetype for what this Warriors roster needs. Golden State doesn't need another scorer with limitations. They need a real defensive anchor, or a two-way wing who can survive playoff matchups. Portis doesn't solve that. He adds offense and adds problems. So why does this rumor exist? Because the Warriors might be running out of leverage. The Nets may keep Claxton, the Pelicans may refuse to move Murphy or Herb Jones, and teams know Golden State is under pressure. Stephen Curry is still elite, but the window is shrinking, and every team in the league knows it. That's how you end up settling. That's how you go from dream targets to fallback options. And Bobby Portis feels like a fallback. Even insiders admit it. If forced to pivot, Golden State would rather chase Jeremy Grant or Daniel Gafford. Grant gives you size and two-way value. Gafford gives you rim protection and vertical spacing. Portis gives you spacing and defensive compromises. And don't forget the Bucks side of this. Milwaukee is still trying to convince Giannis Antetokounmpo to commit long-term. They're not eager to make moves that weaken their championship hopes, which means this entire situation is unstable. And instability is dangerous when your franchise icon is 35 years old. So here's the uncomfortable truth. If Bobby Portis ends up in Golden State, it won't be because he was the perfect fit. It'll be because the Warriors ran out of better options. And that should scare every fan. The real question isn't, is Bobby Portis good? The question is this the move of a contender or the move of a team trying not to fall apart? Because Stephen Curry's clock is ticking, and whatever the Warriors do next will define the end of an era. Now I want to know from you, would you trade Jonathan Kuminga for Bobby Portis? Or do you hold the line and risk wasting another year? Let me know, because this decision changes everything.